Well, first of all, I'm really bummed out because I've been looking forward to this game for weeks, right? Last time I was on, we talked about this game as being a chance to really gauge where this Nets team is at. So I'm curious to see what the Nets are going to look like without Kevin Durant. And I think everybody looks at his offense, right? You look at these two guys, you think offense, right? You think jump shooting. I think Kevin Durant's defense is going to be the thing that might be missed the most during the stretch.
It's back to what it was
out.
before the injury, looks like.
He's been a really dominant force for them at the defensive end. He's one of two players on the team averaging more than a block per game. Outside of Nick Claxton, who's been really, really good, they don't have a lot of bulk inside. Kevin Durant, obviously at 7 feet with huge wingspan, can make up for a lot of that. The Nets are going to have to play a lot better defense than they have been with him out. That's what I want to see what they look like tonight against a really good offensive team, obviously, in the Celtics.
As I've been saying, since the injury, he's been a willing defender, but not that great. But then this year, back to being a great defender, which he was, right? He worked his way to that right before the injury. But look, Kyrie, I got to watch some NBA during our little hiatus, right? Kyrie, when your eyeballs are on him, it's hard to imagine there's a better player than that in the NBA. Like, he has been just as spectacular as KD to me. Tim, if these two teams play a 7-game series right now, and KD were healthy and Kyrie stayed playing like that, who wins in how many games?
Boston in 5 or 6 games. I don't think these teams are dramatically different than they were last year when the Celtics swept. You could say the Nets are playing a little bit better. I think the Celtics are arguably a little bit better. I don't think Boston sweeps that series again, but I think that they win the series pretty comfortably.
Who's the best player in the series?
I mean, I think as of today, I would say Kevin Durant.
Who's the second best player in the series?
Jayson Tatum.
You sure Tatum is better than Kyrie? The Kyrie that we've seen in the last
Jayson
month.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown over Kyrie Irving.
In the last month,
Yep.
this Kyrie.
Yep.
I would not. But you know better than I. Do you see the Nets being a serious contender to win the title this season?
I don't, for the same reason I just said, right? I don't see them as a team that can win a playoff series against the Boston Celtics. I don't think they can win a series against the Milwaukee Bucks. These guys are both great. They have a lot of weaknesses outside of these two guys. They have no size inside. They don't have a lot of athletic defenders on their team. They've done a great job over this past month or so, getting back up to the top of the East, winning this huge stretch of games that they've won. They've won a lot of them close against a fairly easy schedule. They have to play the elite teams in the East. I just don't see them getting through 3 rounds of the playoffs.
The 2 best offensive games of all time at their size, right? Like at KD's size is the best overall offensive game ever. It's pretty clear. And same thing with Kyrie. I know Steph shoots it better, but like Kyrie's got the best over. Both of them on the same team. I'm going to give you one more chance to get on board with this. Doesn't that give them a puncher's chance?
I just don't think they're in the top 2 or 3 teams in the East, so I'm not going to say they're a legitimate title contender.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.